At the start, maybe I thought he was overlooking me a bit, but I think he understands what's at stake, and if he loses to me, his career's pretty much over.
How do you beat him?
Well, we've trained extremely hard and smart this camp, and I spent a lot more time with Billy Hussein than what I normally do. And I've got to fight the perfect fight. I've got to fight the perfect fight, and I believe I can do that. Well, it's a real life Rocky story then, isn't it? I come from nothing, and there's a lot that I've had to deal with in my life to get to this position. I won't go into it because we'll just be sitting here all day. But look, I'm very proud of myself to be able to be here and sitting up here. And my father is 67 years old, and he's never left the country of Australia. And for me to give my father a reason to fly halfway across the world, that fills me with pride. And I know the crowds on Carl's side on Saturday night, but you guys in Belfast have been so welcoming, and I have my small crew that are up the back that have flown over with my father. So I'm fighting for them and everyone back in Australia. It's no surprise it's going to be hostile. And look, I can sit here and I can say I can handle it, I can do this, I can do that, but at the end of the day I've got to do it, don't I? You know what I mean? And look, I've tried for this training camp to prepare for it mentally, and that's one thing that I've done this training camp, is I've really tried to prepare myself mentally for all those things that could happen in the fight. And we've just got to wait and see now if it works. But I've had a great training camp. I'm confident. My weight is good and my mind is clear. So I'm ready to weigh in and fight.
Look, I'm ready for this, and I've seen a few things that Luke and has said, and I think he kind of there now he says that he sees that I'm not overlooking him, but I haven't been this whole camp. It hasn't just changed in the last 2 weeks, from start to finish. This is, without being disrespectful to Luke, this is about more than Luke Jackson. This is me at Windsor Park, and this is something I've wanted for a very, very long time, and I've trained very hard. I've left everything in the gym. As Jamie says, I'm fitter now than I was against the Needle Dinner. And then at that point I felt I was in the shape of my life, because mentally, I'm so happy with boxing the last year. Everything's flipped for me, and I was winning fights and beating big names, but wasn't enjoying it. Now I'm enjoying it. I think Jamie's right, I'm in my prime now, and you're going to see bigger performances. Kind of when you talk about boxing in the Odyssey and 9,000, it's a big crowd, and I love that, and that was great to fill that out. But then when you start filling the Odyssey, when you start to bring big numbers to Vegas and New York, then you start to think about Windsor as a venue. And for the last sort of 5 years, it's been a dream of mine, and now we're doing it. A fair bit about him, I know that he's very highly ranked with the WBO. He hasn't got himself into that position for being a bad fighter. I think he's a solid professional, and he's a good fighter. But I just believe that I'm a different level. But it doesn't matter what anyone says right now. It's whatever happens on the night. That's the important thing. I can say whatever, Luke can say whatever, but it's all about getting the hand raised at the end of the night, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my hand raised. I'm ready for this fight. And when people talk about me overlooking and talking about Warrington or Valdez, I get asked them questions. I don't start talking about them. People ask me a question, I mention them, and they are the fights that I want. But Luke Jackson is the only guy that's been on my mind this whole training camp.